On their way and bobbling the break towards the back was Preakness, and last away was Dazzling Star. A great start, Golden Canary, flew out in front, and coming through as Miss Tart simply in front, showing up with She's Fire and Ready to Jam, and on the outside Rhapsody towards the pace. And about mid-pack is Dancing Duchess over on the inside as they settle. In behind them came She Feels Pretty, and now coming through is Preakness in between horses early on. And towards the back is Zara, and about 2.5 away last is Bolt Enery, and Dame Matrona's got back to third last, but now out in front by 1.5 lengths, kicking clear over on the inside. Golden Canary from Rhapsody simply in front, and moving through is Zara going up in the center, and racing on the outside, Ready to Jam from Miss Tart. Dame Matrona started to get around the outside of Dancing Duchess, who got a check there behind Dazzling Star, and trying to get involved as they come down the side of the track. Bolt Enery's at the back, and out in front by about 3/4 of a length is still Golden Canary from Rhapsody, 1.5 lengths away simply in front of Zara, and coming into 4th spot, and out wider is She Feels Pretty, running on with Ready to Jam. 1.5 lengths behind them came on the inside Dazzling Star, running on from She's Fire, and as they come down the lane, Preakness and Dame Matrona behind them, but out in front Golden Canary simply in front, challenging Zara, coming with now flying She Feels Pretty. She Feels Pretty on the outside's gone right on by, takes over from simply in front, and She Feels Pretty in the lead, simply in front in second, and then came Zara, Golden Canary, but She Feels Pretty careering away in the Johnny Walker Natalma Stakes. She feels more than pretty, she feels fantastic, and she wins by 3.5 lengths to simply in front Dazzling Star. Zara, Golden Canary, and out wider Dancing Duchess in the time of 1:35.34.
Feels pretty. Well, she should feel pretty good. What a performance to take the Grade 1 Natalma.
Yeah, well, Dazzling Star and Ready to Jam were back there trying to figure out where to go. John Velasquez on this filly angled her to the outside, and she had a powerful kick turning for home. She only ran once prior to this. She had a little trouble in that race, was fanned a little wide, so she didn't have the best of it. But you can see her in the yellow cap now. He's made his way down to about the 4 or 5 path, and she just simply accelerates away from these fillies better than anybody else.
She was mid-pack early in the race here, not nearly as far back as she was when he in her career debut at Ellis Park, where she was about 10 lengths back at one point, going 5.5 furlongs. After that win, they entered her in the P.G. Johnson Stakes at Saratoga. It rained. That race was taken off of the turf, so they scratched She Feels Pretty out of that race. Then they had a choice: send her back to Kentucky and run her at Kentucky Downs. But she was already in New York. She's closer to Woodbine. She's closer to Toronto. So they called an audible at the last minute and decided to bring her to Toronto for this. And boy, are they glad they did.
And a huge victory for trainer Cherie DeVaux. Matt was mentioning on this earlier. She recently went out on her own and is having a banner year, a first Grade 1 victory. And now her runner, She Feels Pretty, secures a spot in the Breeders' Cup.